Moving forward, man. Is there anything else I want to talk about the NFL? No. No. So on Saturday, the big pay per view, Mike Tyson against Roy Jones Jr. happened. And exactly what we before we talk about that, let's talk about the elephant in the room. So Nate Robinson, who was a former NBA player, slam dunk champion, I think 2 years. New York Knicks, played for Denver, played for a couple teams. Big Three. The thing is, Nate Robinson is a basketball player. Now, yes, he's a freak athlete, but he's a basketball player. Nate Robinson, he got knocked out on Saturday against YouTuber Jake Paul. Now, I don't know much about Jake Paul. I know he has some controversial stuff happen, but I don't know much about Jake Paul, and I don't have anything really bad to say about Jake Paul. But one thing I do know is Jake Paul, not saying he's a professional boxer, but he's been in the ring. So he at least has some experience in the ring. I understand you look at people like Barry Sanders, who was incredible in football, of course. Deion Sanders. He was incredible in football, won a championship, one of the best players ever. And, of course, he was incredible in baseball with the Braves, won a World Series. Boom. I understand you have people like Bo Jackson. Incredible freak athlete, was incredible in track and field, was incredible in NFL, was incredible in baseball. I get that. I understand you have people like Tyreek Hill, incredible in track and field and set world records, I believe, and incredible in football. Here's the thing, though. There's a reason why you don't hear about a lot of athletes being incredible in like basketball and incredible in boxing. Or incredible in football and incredible in UFC. There's a reason why these fighting blood sports aren't really the second option, because you have to dedicate your time and attention to these sports or you will get your head knocked clean off, i.e. what we saw on Saturday. Now, of course, you had jokes. Dave Robinson got knocked. He not knocked down once and knocked out once. And the crazy thing is Jake Paul landed 8 hits. But again, this is why I understand as an athlete, especially a freak athlete like Nate Robinson, you think that you can just go onto another sport and just dominate. Yeah. But here's the thing, man. No, the boxing is so different, man. You can't just hop into that. Like that's not you. As we saw, you saw as soon as the bell rang and as soon as Nate Robinson started fighting, everyone can tell. Oh my gosh, he doesn't look good at all. Like he looks lost. He looks like he can't fight worth a damn. And it showed. Now, yeah, again, I'm not saying Jake Paul is freaking, I don't know. I'm not saying he's Terrence Ferguson. Like, I'm not saying Jake Paul is light heavyweight champion of the world. But what I'm saying is even someone that's had experience is better than someone that hasn't. And yeah, man, Nate Robinson, just chill out, man. I understand. You might be great in basketball, you might be great in football, but stop. Let this be your first. And what's even worse is I think I heard a report saying that he got knocked out for $600. Like I would get if it was like $6,000 or $10,000, or hell, I would even understand if you did this for $2,000. But you got knocked out in front of the world for $600. You better than me. Look, man, Nate, just this is, you have to know your limits. You know what I mean? And you're not a boxer, and that's cool. No one's gonna look at you differently, bro. Well, we're looking at you differently now because you got knocked out the way you did. But just chill out, man. And don't get back in the ring no time soon, man. Just shoot your sons. I know your sons play basketball. Do that. Play basketball with your sons. Hell, if you want to try when the XFL comes back, since The Rock bought it, if you want to try that again, do that. But no, just stay out of the ring, bro. And this is not just Nate Robinson. This is for anyone. A lot of athletes are saying, like, a lot of football players are coming out and saying, when I retire, I'm gonna get in the ring. Chill out, okay? Help is not on the way with this one. Like, yes, no. But the main event was Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, and this went exactly how, it didn't go exactly how I thought it went, but then when I started watching it, it went exactly how I thought. Going in, I thought Roy Jones Jr. Was going to die. I thought Mike Tyson was going to knock this man's head clean off, and this is why. Every promotional video I saw leading up to this fight was Mike Tyson damn near killing one of his trainers with these devastating blows to pads, or devastating blows to, in sparring matches. This man looked crazy. Now, we understand the history that Mike Tyson has in the ring. We understand how great he was. We also understand some of the other things, with the Vander Holyfield, and we get it. But this man at 53 or whatever looked like he will kill this man. And again, I knew there was a problem when every promotional video was Mike Tyson damn near killing his trainer, and I didn't see not one training video of Roy Jones Jr. That was problem number one. Sign number two was the weigh-in. When I looked at Roy Jones, and don't get me wrong, Roy Jones is one of the greatest boxers to ever live. Roy Jones Jr. fought everyone and beat damn near everyone. Roy Jones Jr.'s record is unprecedented. It stands alone. I'm not talking about Roy Jones Jr. as, his legacy. I'm just talking about what we saw Saturday and in the weigh-in. Let's get back to the weigh-in. I looked at Roy Jones. Then I looked at myself, and I said, me and Roy Jones Jr. has the same body type. That was problem number one. I ain't got no boxer body type. I don't know who's not. If you're just listening to this, just go hop over to YouTube and look at me. I don't have a boxer's body type. At least I don't have a boxer's body type. Roy Jones Jr., I was like, me and him have the same body type. And then Mike Tyson comes, and even though he looks 53, but this man looks like he is about to kill somebody. I said, yep. This is about to get real bad for Roy Jones. And then the fight started. And I was like, yeah, he's going to knock his head clean off. But then I remember in the announcer, first of all, shouts out to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is probably one of the best announcers we have ever had. Like, hey, shouts out to Snoop, man. He made the night 10 times better. But watching that fight, two things were very clear. They must have told Mike Tyson. Three things were clear. One, they must have told Mike Tyson and Roy Jones, no headshots. We're not trying to do no knockouts. No, we're not doing that. They had to have told him that. Two, I realized, at any moment, Mike Tyson can end this fight with one clean, with one punch, he can end this fight. And three, Roy Jones did not want to be there. He even said at the end, I'm tired, man. I don't know. Like, he didn't want to be there. It was, it was fun for what it was, man. It was a $50 pay-per-view. It ended in a draw, even though everybody and their mama, hell, Ray Charles saw that fight and knew Mike Tyson won. But hey, it is what it is. It ended in a draw. Nate Robinson, stay out of the ring, please. And it was a fun little thing. I think the highlights, like I said, outside of Nate Robinson getting his ass knocked out, and us looking at Mike Tyson knowing he can kill this man but just doesn't, was Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg's his commentary was grade A. So